Do not hit the road until you've done each one of these 7 critical maintenance and safety checks to keep both your camper and yourself safe. Here's the best part. They're all easy to do, and I'm going to show you how. Welcome back, Team Small Camper Fam. Or if you're new here, hi, I'm Randy, and every Thursday I share tips and tricks to help you make big memories in your small camper. We're going to start with the smoke detector. The first thing you should know is that smoke detectors should always be changed out or exchanged for a brand new one every 10 years. Now, of course, everything I'm going to be talking about and sharing with you in this video is from research that I've done and the product manuals that I've read. I'm not an expert, so please consult your product's manual. Now we need to test the smoke detector to make sure that it's still functioning. On the smoke detector right there is a button that is a test button, so I'm gonna go ahead and press that. Okay, nothing's happening. I'm doing my maintenance and testing live with you, and I just discovered that my smoke detector has failed. It isn't working. The first thing that comes to my mind is, how long has this smoke detector not been working and I didn't know it? Next, let's talk about the fire extinguisher. We need to inspect it and test it. And to do this, we need to remove it from the mount. The first thing that we want to do is just inspect the fire extinguisher. We're looking for any visual damage. This looks good to me. Now we want to test the fire extinguisher, and what we're testing for is pressure. And to do that, there's a little green button. Can you see that there on the top? What I'm going to do is press that down, and if it pops back up, there's plenty of pressure. If I press it down and it stays down, that means that there's no longer enough pressure. So here I go. I'm going to press the green button down, and it popped right back up. I'll show you again. Press it down, and it popped right back up. So my fire extinguisher still has enough pressure. The last thing you want to do is find out that your fire extinguisher does not work or does not have enough pressure when you need to use it. Next, let's talk about the carbon monoxide detector. And the first thing you want to do is just make sure that you've got a green light on. And when we test it, it tells us that there'll be 4 beeps in 1 second, followed by 5 seconds of silence. Do you see this reset test button here? We're going to go ahead and test it by pressing this button. Okay, so it passed the test. It's important that we do each and every one of these things at least once a year, but we should really do them more often than just once a year. This is also the time to do any minor maintenance tasks. And this knob that secures my bathroom door has been falling off for months now. And it took me less than a minute to screw it back into place. Setting a special time aside to take care of these little things is going to prevent them from turning into big things. So look around your camper and identify and make a list of all those little things that won't take you very long to do, and then just do them. Do you have any screw looses in your camper? And once a year, you need to repack your wheel bearings. Now, I can't show you that because, quite frankly, I don't know how it's done, because we take our camper in and have somebody do that for us. But make sure you do this once a year. I said some of these tasks we should do more than once a year. And checking our tire pressure is something that we should do on every trip. I'm speaking from experience here. I know that we don't do these things as often as we should. So that's why I've created this checklist. So at least they get done once a year. If you're unsure what your camper's tire pressure should be, you can find this information right on the tire itself. Look for a number followed by PSI, and in this case, mine is 65 PSI. However, the tire pressure on this tire is 52. Okay, let's go check the other tire and see if this one passes or if it fails. The tire pressure on this one is 50. Oh, it's even worse. We need to put air in both of these tires before we hit the road. Also, do not forget to check the tire pressure of your spare tire. If you need to use it, you want to make sure there's going to be enough air in it. And this tire's PSI is 50. And the PSI is 46. I'm adding this to my must-do list. Next, we need to do a walk around. You're looking for any signs of damage, such as cracks or punctures or any sign of leakage. You want to closely examine your tires. You want to check for cracks and you want to make sure that you have enough thread. If you notice damage to a tire and you're not sure what to do, or if they're 5 or 6 or more years old, have them inspected by a tire professional. This is also the time to get down on the ground and look underneath your camper for damage. Again, things like holes or punctures. You're looking for structural damage and you just want to make sure that everything is held together like it's supposed to be. And every year we always examine the trailer for corrosion and rust. Once you've completed these essential camper safety and maintenance tasks, there's still one more task you need to do. And this one's going to make you feel really good. And that's spring cleaning. In this video up here, I've got some tips and tricks to make this essential task easy and surprisingly enjoyable. I'll see you over in this video next. Well, that's a wrap, and I can't wait to hang out with you again next Thursday.